Hi there, Robin here from Expert On. Today we are talking about the Gemini AS15BLU-LT package, which is their 2000 watt peak 15-inch speaker package. Oh, this guy on the floor, and I'm going to tell you everything that it comes with. This complete package is going to include your tripod. It's going to include your speaker, and it's going to include a microphone. Now, this is the LT series, so what does that mean? It means we get flashy lights inside of it, which you can turn on and off just by pushing the light button in the back. Now, if you're having some important event, go right ahead, turn it off. If you're having fun, just hit the on button, and there you go. Now, unlike most speaker packages out there that do offer lights, I gotta say, before we get into the back of this, this is really worth talking about. A lot of them offer this little LED package here, which is really nice. The diodes, the multicolor. They're the only ones that I found that actually ring the entire outside of the speaker with the LED lights that are actually set to the music. So where we don't see them on right now, and you don't normally see them on, but once you start pounding the music out of it, all that's going to light up as well, and it's cool because it kind of goes with the music. Now remember, that's peak power. When we look at the top label here, they like to advertise the peak wattage at 2000 watts. I'm going to say they don't give an RMS number, but realistically it's like 200 watts. It's still crazy loud speaker, and it's something you want for the backyard, something you want if you're going to go to the beach, or you're going to take it to the cottage, or your kids are having a party, or you're having a party. This is the type of speaker to have. Now with this one here, if we look at the back side, we're going to see a couple of things different that we normally see now. It's a full standard package setup from Gemini. Our heat sink plate located at the bottom. Then we've got ourselves a full mic input line, also giving you a 1/4 inch and an XLR input plug. So this way, no matter what kind of microphone you have, you're gonna be able to plug that in here. So the mic has its own volume control. Then we get our second volume line, which is our standard preamp input. We've got ourselves an XLR line input, which is really good because if you decide to get a mixer, this is a great way to plug that in. You've got RCA plugs, so if you're hooking up your laptop to it, you can go from a 3.5 from the headphone jack to the RCAs, and then we get an auxiliary. So if you have an old iPod or something like that that doesn't have Bluetooth on it, you can use a 3.5 to 3.5, plug that in there as well. We also have on the top portion here our Bluetooth, FM radio, and MP3 player all built in. You can use an SD or a USB card to operate this guy. Also comes a remote control, which operates from the front of the speaker, not the back. So remember, if you get to use the remote, try it out from the front. It'll work just fine. That's designed for all the digital features, which are located up here on the actual display. So it doesn't operate any of these buttons, just the unit up here, which is good if you want to pause and play from the front, from your chair, instead of having to get up and turn all the knobs. Now, if we continue on the knobs, this is why we talked about this display up here, because the next volume knob is for the MP3 and Bluetooth function on top. Now the last knob is the master volume. Now it's labeled that way because we get to adjust the first 3 knobs to whatever setting we want. So we can have a lot of microphone, no microphone, we can have a little bit of our laptop, we can have some FM radio or anything combination thereof, and then we just turn up the master volume. That's actually what's going to drive the amplifier, which is going to drive the speaker in the front. Underneath there, so we can make it sound the way we like to have it, we've got a 2-band equalizer, so we've got a high and low bass and treble control here, and there's no right or wrong when it comes to these knobs. It's like cream and sugar in your coffee. You put in as much or as little as you want, and make sure when you turn up the volume it sounds good and you're happy. That's all that matters. Down here we've got a line output, the very last the very last plug. Now this allows me to plug into a second speaker, or into a subwoofer, or bring it back to our stereo at home or anywhere else. Now again, this is great if you want to link up 2 of them, because the second one doesn't have to have all the same features this one has. It doesn't even have to be the same brand. You basically come out of here and you plug into the line in on the second one, and you're going to get everything working. So if you're looking for a nice fun speaker to have at home, and something to take out with you, something for the cottage, something better if you're having a party that has more than 5 people at it, one of those little pill style speakers, which works great on the patio table, is okay for that, for 5 people. But if you're gonna have 20 people over or 10 people and you really wanna have a party and you wanna play some music, you're gonna need something like this. Multitasking is not a problem. Everybody in the household can use it. You can even bring it to work. You can give it away as a gift. It's that kind of product. It's fun to have. Anybody who's got one always likes showing it off. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, it's Rob from Expert Island.